Contact 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni News of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to ya.
Stand for that line alone.
Mr. Sagan? What
Trixie
happened?
is
I thought you
valid.
were distracting Emmett.
I was? Oh, yes, of course I was.
Then why is Emmett standing here, valiantly trying to convince Detective Parker that he should be allowed to go through with this ever so dangerous display of wrong-headed technology?
What can I say? I was outsmarted by that wily Yakov Smirnov.
Well, that puts a crimp in our plan.
Yes, our plan. About that plan. I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear? But it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
You were supposed to keep Emmett distracted, but it appears that you've been foiled by Mr. Smirnov.
What can I say? He's too smart for an old fogey like me.
So I see.
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous, and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator, that the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered, and
Yes.
so on and so forth.
I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnov, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No! I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail.
I hate the way
was
that
the
she
dog's
says
fault.
that.
If he hadn't come galumping up to me right after I started
She's
the fire,
so
I could have
condescending.
gotten clean away. And I never
I
would
hate
have
her
had to
so
divert
much.
suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
She's fucking
Carl?
evil.
Is somebody with you?
No! It's just you and me.
Hey, Marty, just
You know,
stop just saying
I don't
the
think
things
I
that
ever
he thinks
asked
out
you
loud
why you
constantly,
burned down
like,
all those speakeasies.
There are so
Why?
many plans
Because no one
that
else was
should
doing
have
anything about
not
them.
worked
Every
because
night they'd open
Marty
up their
just can't
doors,
keep his
serving
mouth
illegal
shut.
drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity
He
to the
thinks
world,
something and he's
and
just
the
like, oh,
authorities
I
did
gotta
nothing.
say it.
So I did what any right-thinking,
He does not
rock-willed
think,
woman would do.
period.
I took action. Oh, and such a
Head empty.
gorgeous action it was,
No
too.
thoughts.
The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol
Edna,
made
you
them
need
go
therapy.
up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why
Honestly,
you
Marty
burned
does
down
need
the
therapy.
speakeasies.
Yes.
Everyone
Did you find my
needs
answer to your
therapy.
liking?
It was very
I don't think
revealing.
Marty's okay
Hang
after
on.
all of these events.
What?
Yeah, like,
Jeez, Edna was always a loon.
Just
Hope
even
that
just after the
confession's
events
good
of the
enough for
trilogy, I
Parker.
don't think he'd be okay. But at the same time, he can't really talk to anyone about that because what are you gonna do if you walk into a therapist's office and they're just like, "Oh, I'm a time traveler." Like,
Yeah, it's like,
Techni News of
you
Progress,
probably have to
gracing you once again with my
ex-
presence.
or,
And speaking of
no, I don't
presents,
think you could
what
be able
better
to
gift
explain
could
it.
Hill Valley offer the world
I
than
guess
this
you could, like,
magnificent science and
retell the
technology
stories a bit so
exhibit.
that
Hey, folks?
you could get rid of the time
If you
travel
haven't
bit.
done
Yeah.
so already,
Like, hey,
I
someone
urge each and every
Got
one of
me,
you to take
but
a
I didn't
peek at
die. But then you
Furnishings
don't.
of the
You leave out the
Future,
part that it
right
was in
here in our main wall.
1885.
Yeah,
Tickets
yeah,
are
yeah.
available from me,
Or like,
Techni, at
I
our
saw my
information
friend
desk.
get shot up, but it turns out he had a bulletproof vest all along, but it was still like, oh my gosh, I thought he died.
Yeah. And shit like that. I'm like, oh my god, there were Libyan terrorists there and shit like that.
Yeah,
So you could alter it just enough.
yeah.
Or like you could say that you had a heart attack on stage instead of starting to like fade out.
Yeah.
Burned down all those speakeasies.
Yeah, you could
I
just,
think a lot of
you could just
people are going
tweak
to
it
be
a little
interested
bit.
in that answer. Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? I'm busy trying to keep Emmett from letting you lead him into the biggest mistake of his life.
Mistake? My biggest mistake was...
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Edna? You're the arsonist?
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Emmett?
You're on your own, darling.
Ooh.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
You
Oh
know,
my God.
one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Not to sound callous, but
Everyone
does this
just
mean
falls
I
for
can
what the hell
demonstrate
is
my
that?
invention?
Let's take that as a
Everyone,
yes.
it's like Clark Kent's glasses. Everyone just falls
Greetings
for
and
it.
salutations to all our honored guests.
Oh, my
I'm
laptop is
Technique
running
Muse of
so hard right now. I don't think
Progress, and
you
it is
can
my
Go-
pleasant
go
task
put it
once
on a flat
again
surface.
to highlight one of the great minds
It
who
is
was
on a
hard
flat
at work
surface.
Put it on a
building
flatter
better
one.
tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
So it's like,
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Put it on.
Oh,
put
right.
like an ice
Here
cube
you
on
go.
it.
Great. Come on,
hold on,
let's
I'm
get
gonna
up
fill
there.
up my water bottle with cold water and then just like balance it on top of it.
All right.
And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos
Be right
just
back.
might
Alright.
take off and change the life
Be
of
safe.
everybody in town. Could it be the very
I'm
thing
literally
he's
in the
brought to
same
share
room.
with us
I just
today?
can't see my screen right now.
First time the world was changed by a kid barely out
That
of
ought to do it.
They say
Are the
that
block bearings all in the raised
Have a
position?
cherry on the kitchen, from the kitchen
Block
table.
bearings. Block bearings. Raised position. Check.
Then it looks like all systems are go.
She was only 19.
Wish me luck.
So hold your Snickers.
Don't have to.
Prepare to be
Aw.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown.
Objection! Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Lathrop Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in
back.
contempt of
Welcome
me,
back.
his father. Where is he? Hand him over this instant! Ugh, that boy!
Emmett.
Don't give me away.
I thought you weren't scared of your father anymore.
When he's in a mood like this, I'd have to be suicidal not to be scared.
Well, let me talk to him.
Thank God for two laptops, honestly.
Don't
Otherwise, I wouldn't be
think
able
you
to do
can
this.
center
Yeah.
him.
Hey, what the fuck am I doing? I can just hold on. I have no brain cells. I could have just flipped it over.
Oh.
Maybe Emmett would come out from wherever it is he's hiding if you tried the reasonable approach.
This is the reasonable approach.
Okay, we're good. I
Don't
could have done that the whole time. I'm
antagonize
such a
him.
fucking idiot. Okay.
Good
Well,
job.
if you're not going to say anything,
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second.
I don't know why they have him trill his R's, because that's not really a
Yeah.
thing in German. Like, you don't really have
I
to.
don't know anything about German. I know Dutch. That's about it. There's a lot of shrilled
I
R's in
want to
Dutch,
speak to my son.
Emmett's
which I
not
can't do,
ready
which
to
means that
talk
no
to
one can
you,
understand what the
directly.
fuck I'm saying.
Oh.
I suppose you're his
Yeah, in German it's
mouthpiece.
like, it's more like a
I guess
French
so,
R,
yeah.
where it's like the "l". But, yeah, I don't know why they're having him trill his R's here.
You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always threshing.
If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Can't you two have it out later?
You mean after he's gone through with this ridiculous stunt?
Yeah?
No!
Stay right there.
Did Mark
I'm not
try a
going
German?
anywhere.
Yeah.
I
Canon.
can't
You know it,
afford-
it's canon.
Emmett,
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
just go deal with him. What have you got to lose?
That's what they said to Custer.
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
So, is your client prepared to make a statement?
The lawyer. I
He
hate the
says
lawyer
it's no
speak. It's
use
so
talking to
pretentious.
you.
Yeah, it's
You
like,
never listen?
calm down. We're
That only shows
in
how
a high school
pig-headed
gym.
he is. Of course I listen.
This is
If
a
he can
fun little
justify
science
his
expo.
craziness,
Like,
I'll be only too
why are
happy
you
to
so
indulge
upset?
it.
Stay right there. Emmett,
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
you heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well,
At least give it a shot.
Father,
Son?
you've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be
What's
young.
understand?
You don't know what it's
You're
like
a
to
big,
have
overgrown
dreams, to have
baby who
ambitions
wants
so
everything
great
his
and
own
so
way.
powerful that they've
Scratched
got a
you. I
life of
should
their
have
own.
scratched you
And it's
instead of
all
letting
you
your
can do
mother
to hang
indulge
on for
every
dear
word of
life
your
while
I
they
think this
get
scene
on
was
a
supposed
bike
to
where
be
they
more
must go.
dramatic and
This
intense,
is
but
America,
everything
Mom.
is just
If
so
I ain't
stiff.
America, a
Age,
person
my
doesn't
father would have
have
given
to
me
do
a
what
Oh
his
yeah,
father did.
definitely. I
Isn't
do
that
also
why you
love the
came
theory
to
that the reason
America?
that like
To
Doc is like
live where there
so
wouldn't be
like
so many
fatherly and
rules?
like kind to Marty is because his own father was
Well,
like
we
this.
talked.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
Emmett's just...
Stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
Emmett,
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
he says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... Oh, skip it.
Except Emmett is like that. He's both.
He's
You
both.
were starting to
He
say
can
that
be
you're
both.
like...
He could be
Skip
both
it.
as a
Could
treat.
it be that you and your dad...
No, next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
Okay, I'll talk to him. If he'll talk to me.
All
I
I'm
wonder if
saying,
that was
sir,
supposed
is...
to be
Motion
like
denied.
a reference to Doc being like Marty's family, or a reference to Marty almost like fucking destroying himself.
Perhaps.
See,
Or maybe
Your
it's just
Honor,
both.
it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of. Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Maybe not. I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
That's a terrible parenting strategy.
I hate parents like that.
Yeah.
Emmett's just trying to make a
He's the
name
kind
for
of guy who would
himself.
smack him
Maybe
across
things
the
were
room for
different when you
dropping
were
a
a
plate,
kid, but
like-
nowadays
Yeah.
you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. May I Come up.
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Aww.
Bob, you're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne.
This
You
one's
see,
good.
the force field generated by the static accumulator. Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Judge Brown can have one good scene.
He can
Oh,
have one good scene
Ladies
as a
and
treat.
gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
Look at he go. He zoom in.
He do be zooming though. The first time I played this game, I thought that like Marty had accidentally fucked up the timeline more because he was actually successful.
The old bait and switch.
Honestly, Marty had a lot to deal with. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Like, he's entitled to like lose track of one person because of how much he was trying to fix.
Yeah, like, he's the only one working on fixing everything. Like, he can't.
And, like, Citizen Brown is actively trying to make it worse, and it's like, God.
You okay?
Yeah. It's like herding cats time travel.
Things could be different.
Forget about it. Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before.
No, don't come any closer.
Doc!
Go away!
But...
Move! Move! Marty!
Oh my God, Doc!
He almost got himself killed in
Say something.
1931.
And then Doc still, like, pushed him out of the way.
Iridium, titanium.
Truly character development.
I'll get help.
Oh, truly. It's also just like brings it back to that quote. What was that quote that Gale and Zemeckis had that were like?
You mean?
That was like the one thing that Doc and Marty has, like they know is that they know how to take care of each other.
Yeah. I think Christopher Lloyd actually said that because like
okay.
he was talking about filming the train heist scene.
Okay.
And like he was kind of nervous being up there, and he saw that Michael J. Fox was nervous up there, but then like they like looked at each other for a second, and then like, yeah, this is okay, we got this.
Oh, that's actually really sweet.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
Oh.
Doc?
He got the floofy hair.
Marty, have you been out here the whole time?
Damn it. Is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right.
That's how my hair looks when I wake up in the morning sometimes.
Party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years.
Sometimes I just can't be bothered to do it, so I'll just like throw a toque on and go to class like that.
At least not until all the broken glass is swept up. Oh, what was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size is going to play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
So, what comes next?
Work, work, and more work. A few more stumbles, followed by a breakthrough or two. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge.
I love that.
Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and...
I love Emmett.
Emmett,
He's so
I'm
sweet.
sorry.
he's so
Is
valid.
something wrong?
Oh God.
It's
this
a
part
long
where Marty's
story.
like he's about
Let's
to
just
burst out
say
crying.
I,
It's
Yeah.
like so
I
much.
lost somebody.
Oh, how sad. Anyone I know?
I do love how just like emotional of a character Marty is, just in general.
Yeah, and Doc too. Cause like, okay,
Yeah, they're just like
right here, if this were like Rick from Rick and Morty, like as soon as Marty said, "Yeah, I lost someone," Rick would have been like, "Oh, too bad, whatever. Okay, see ya, bye."
oh yeah. Like that's the thing, it's just like they don't catch them because they're such like well-written three-dimensional emotional characters.
Yes,
Honestly, we need more male characters like that
We
because they're
do.
just like they're very like healthy. They have very healthy masculinity.
yes, big agree.
No, nobody here knew him. He was a complete stranger to this world.
I know the feeling. Sounds like a man after my own heart. Then it is someone I know.
Yeah, no.
Oh God, that little
forget
sniffle
it.
when he like
It's got nothing to do
laughed
with you.
just killed me.
Oh,
What?
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here. There's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask
What's
any.
this? Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
Okay, here goes.
What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me, don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Emmett!
Just promise.
Emmett! Where are you, my son?
I'll be right there, Pop. Key to the city? I don't understand.
And you can understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just say you promise.
oh.
Okay, I promise.
Imagine how wild that must be for Doc. Like,
Oh yeah, this just like rando, just like barrels into his life when he's like 17,
Wait,
shows up 3
I
times
will
over
see
the
you
course of
again,
the year
right?
and just like
and then
Guarantee
does
it.
all this bullshit.
and then only to show up like 24 years later, not knowing anything about what happened in 1931.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of the 1955 part. Just like Marty just barrels right back in, and then he can't like. And then of course, like when he's like what? Because like because Marty stumbled into his garage when he was 13, so it's just like
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be wild for Doc.
I think
Man,
he
it
was
worked.
just. Honestly, when Marty stumbled into his garage when he was 13, I think that was just like a relief moment for Doc, because he's like, oh, thank God, we finally found the start.
Yeah, it's like,
So,
okay, it
you
begins
were the
here.
Same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
Oh.
How was the ceremony?
Long.
I'm gonna
You've got
cry.
a theatrical way of sending messages.
He's a
Only way
theater
I could
kid.
do
He's
it
got
is
to
messing up your
use it
timeline.
theatrically.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
I came to rescue you.
Teenage me?
No, you. But then teenage you got mixed up in it. See, you were in jail and...
Never mind. It's better I don't know. Let's just get back to 1986.
I love Doc's
unless the
tie
presence
here.
has caused any other
Oh,
time anomalies?
Just
Me?
general
Nah,
sense of style.
no. Well, I'm
He's a
still little
fashion
confused
icon.
About mine.
Honestly, I want to wear his 2015 gear just everywhere.
Yes.
Where
Oh,
is
here
he?
he
Where's
is.
that no good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly
It's
name.
Great Grandpa William.
There he is.
You see my Artie anywhere?
Artie McFly?
That's the one.
Wait,
Just
is
got
that
a call from
MJF?
Melvin at
Yeah.
the city records office. He tells me his dad blamed fool's gun and
yes.
got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it?
Hitched?
Married. I swear, that boy's gonna put his papa in an early grave.
So that's how she got her job back. Ah, he's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was Great-Grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby. He peed on me. Holy crap, Doc, I'm gonna disappear again.
His little smug smile, because he already knows the answer.
Right now, whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can
Different from
undo
like
it.
Citizen Brown's condescending
Car.
smug smile. It's like
Great.
friendly.
Yeah, he's like, don't worry,
How the hell
don't
did
worry.
she get back here?
It's like, you're not fading out, it's fine.
You? You're not Edna. What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well,
Wait, Edna Strickland
You know,
just
I kind of feel
disappeared
bad
in
for
the
Danny.
DeLorean?
Just a little bit.
That's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham!
Bad for
Nothing.
this one
Great
cop, only just like a little tiny bit. Otherwise, I'm just like, go fuck
Marty.
yourself.
Do you
Yeah,
have any
like,
notion
you can
what
have a
date
little
she might have
sympathy
jumped to?
as a treat.
none at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits
But
are
yeah,
out
I
of
see the
whack.
uniform
They
and
could
it's
jump
on
to
site.
any
Yeah.
date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute, this is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, you mind telling me what the hell you're...
That part scared me as a kid.
Uh-oh.
Oh, when he just disappears?
Yeah, he just like... Yeah, like watching a Let's Play of this for the first time, I was like... that scared me.
Doc?
Should I or should I not
just
get an
leave Hill
entire box
Valley?
of Cheez-Its?
No, I believe
Um,
Hill Valley just left us.
Do you
How?
want Cheez-Its right now?
Something must have happened to it. A
I
long time
would
ago.
very much enjoy some Cheez-Its right now.
Then go get some Cheez-Its.
I'm gonna go get some Cheez-Its.
Get those Cheez-Its.
Well, now you two look mighty lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us. We're looking for Hill Valley.
Well, which is it, a hill or a valley?
No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley.
Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
Some cheese. I have the Cheez-Its.
You have acquired the Cheez-Its.
What happened to Hill Valley?
Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then whatever it was must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary.
Scary Mary?
Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here. I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county, never throws one away. Say, if there's anybody who can tell you what happened to Hill Valley, it's her.
Can you direct us to her?
It's imperative that we talk to her.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you.
Could you help us with her?
The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite. Please, we gotta see her.
Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there.
It'd be great if this bag would open.
Oh, here, I can open it for you.
Can I drive?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got it.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I am 120 pounds exactly, so like this is a It's an achievement for me.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh, his face. Seeing the DeLorean like that.
Oh, when he sees his DeLorean and it's like, oh god, the pain.
It's like, my baby! Okay.
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
On a very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Alright, let me go collect a few things.
I remember being so happy when Doc was back, because it just like felt like, oh my god, yes, we're finally back.
I'm guessing this mop doesn't get much use.
Yeah, it's like, hey...
Like, this is the order of things. This is how it's supposed to go.
Yes, everything is restored, except, well, it's not really restored just yet, because we got this whole mess to deal with. But
it's like Marty's
an
back
old
with like the
saloon
red
sign.
dog.
Yes. And that's
Cool.
important. That's
Too bad
what's
it's all
important.
burnt.
Okay, I think... Yeah, okay, I collected everything I needed to.
Ooh, get outside.
Hey, Miss Strick.
Who are you?
Sonny Crockett.
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
I saved your life once, a long time ago, remember? Kid Tannen had you tied up.
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget. But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
We spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here for?
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
This whole scene is just like really bad for commentary.
Yeah, because
I
like
brought you
there's so much
him.
dialogue and
Ho him! Him ho!
It's like, and also there's not much to work with.
yeah,
Look hard! Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's
Doc's face.
he's all grown up.
Oh my god, he's
Closer,
like, Marty,
fella.
stop.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It can't be! Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is! It's October 13th,
Wait, that wince. I love that
1931,
wince.
and you
he's
are
trying his
Emmett.
best.
Emmett.
He's like,
Oh,
oh, please
did I get so
don't beat me up
turned
over this,
around?
Clara.
Have I been dreaming, or... Well, stay there!
I think Clara would forgive him in the interest of the time stream.
Yeah.
Once the mental dam is
She would
And also,
understand.
he doesn't actually want anything to do with Edna, so...
into the midst
Yeah.
of the very scenes she's trying to forget.